any kind of hell gig that you can think of that sticks out? Like,
Well, I've had numerous.
Yeah.
I mean, like I started out open micing and all that good stuff.
Did you start in New York?
I did. I'm born in New York. I'm born and raised. So,
okay, yeah.
But the worst gig I would say I've ever done was I don't even remember where it was. It was a friend of my aunt's. That's how we knew each other.
Okay.
And it was one of those things, when you start off, people kind of, like you say you're doing comedy, and people are like, oh, okay, so you're the equivalent of Chris Rock. Like, oh, okay, you've been doing comedy for a week?
Yeah.
So you and Dave Chappelle are the same thing now. And you're like, not really,
so much, yeah.
not really. But then they're like, I have a gig for you, $200. And you're like, yes. Me, Dave Chappelle, same thing, equal. So it wasn't just me, fortunately, but we get there.
So
and
when you started, you were what?
This is, maybe a year,
okay,
if that. So I go to the show. Everybody's happy to see me. Hey, Sim. Hey, we can't wait to see you.
You know everybody.
I just know the one lady, but she's introducing me. She's like, oh, this is, my friend's nephew. This is my friend's nephew. Oh, hi, how you doing?
It's pleasant.
So, and this is like maybe, I would say 45 plus crowd.
Okay. That's
like the youngest person, no, age.
Oh.
Yeah, the youngest person in there is 38, I would say.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I'm like 22 at the time,
geez.
right? So
That's ancient.
I'm like,
This is
a paid gig. I'm doing my set. But as a 22-year-old, my whole set is just like, so I'm getting my dick sucked, right? Or, so I'm having sex, right? Or, just all kinds of inappropriate shit. And I'm doing it, like I'm getting like intermittent giggles.
Yeah.
Like they're not disrespectful, but I'm not killing that shit.
Right,
and this old lady, I would give her 57 minimum.
Okay, all right, that's
70 max. Like she's in that age range.
Yeah.
So she's black, so I don't know. Like when black women age, they become very assertive in their opinions. Like it's not really up to you anymore.
Well, a lot of old people do, but black women
especially, because they're like, I've made it this far. And you can't tell me shit. Like I've seen shit that you've never seen, and you can't relate to my struggle, which is understandable. But so she comes up and she's like, she's like head wrap, head wrap, like African print, head wrapped out, like it's like another additional 2 feet to her height.
Erykah Badu head.
Yeah, but she's like a stumpy old lady with like the matching dress and shit. And she like makes her way through the crowd like Moses. And like comes to the foot of the stage. And she's like, no, nobody knew who she was. She just kind of like did it. Because like I said, when you're that age, you just let them do shit.
Right.
You're like, oh, you want to stab that guy? Cool. I don't know what the circumstances are, but if you're 65 years old, you must have a reason. So they just let her walk up, and she like interrupts me mid-joke, and she's like, you don't have to curse that much. What you need to do is tell jokes without cursing. Which is, like say like I'm 22 and a 24-year-old says that. You're like, yo, suck my dick, get the fuck out my face. I'm doing me.
Yeah.
But no, I couldn't do that. Yeah, I'm like, first of all, not only is she an older woman, she's an older woman who knows my family.
Yeah.
So it's just like, now at this point, I'm just like standing on stage, waiting for a light. I'm just like, chill, because I have no life experience at 22. I think I do.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm so awesome. I get drunk 6 times a week. That counts for something. But no, I was like, all right, so I'll just filter out all the jokes that are inappropriate for this crowd.
And then you just
and then I'm just there like this.
So were you really just standing there?
I wasn't standing. I was,
trying to talk.
I would have been better if I was just standing there, because I was doing like stupid comedian shit, like like just like saying things for the sake of saying things. I'm just like this weather is crazy. Hot in the summer, huh? Woo! And like some young woman, like younger, like she's like 40. She's like the youngest person in the crowd. She was like, fuck that, say your jokes. You can curse. And then the fucking old lady just she whips around, daggers her, and she shuts the fuck up. So I was like, that was it. That was my that was my salvation, and
so did you just leave
it's
at that
over.
Point? I
got the light.
Yeah.
I believe it was 3 days later that I got the light. Because, I was up there, and it was just, I was just, what's that, a blue dress? That's a mighty blue. That dress is, that hue of blue. What would you call that, royal blue?
Every word's long.
Yeah, and so eventually I get the light, and then I get off stage, and I'm like, this crowd, they're not, they ain't worth shit. It's not
me. That was
me.
your attitude towards it?
That's what I was like, it's not me, because I'm killing. I'm killing shit. And then after I do that, the host comes back on. She says like 3 things, and the crowd's like, woo! Fucking hats are flying in the air. People are like peeing on themselves, like clapping and stomping. She's getting like applause breaks, and I was like, oh.
That's always interesting when you have it where once you go, like, well, fuck them, they suck.
They suck.
And then you hear them.
Yeah. Like, like, to the point where they don't even remember you were on stage. You're like a horrible memory that they've blocked out. They don't even remember seeing you before. But for some reason they get angry when they see you. Like, it still has that repressed memory effect. They're like, I don't know you, but you make me angry. You're like, no, I didn't perform. No, I was the coat check guy. I checked your coat and I lost it. That's why you hate me, because I lost your coat at the coat check in the summer.